Hello everyone, today we are going to be going over a presentation about cyberbullying. So within this presentation, we are going to discuss what cyberbullying is, what kinds of cyberbullying there are, a few statistics about cyberbullying, some pieces of legislation that go along with it, a few guides to help students, and then how we can help stop cyberbullying in our schools. So cyberbullying is defined as any bullying that takes place using an electronic device. It could be a cell phone, tablet, computer. It's also defined by the type of tool that is used, so specifically any social media, texting, or chats that occur within those devices. So there are 10 specific types of cyberbullying. We have exclusion, harassment, outing, cyber stalking, fraping, fake profiles, dissing, trickery, trolling, and catfishing. Each of these has its own specific piece that is different from the other, so some of them may sound very similar, but again, depending on how it is being used and how the victim and the attacker is presenting the cyberbullying is going to depend on the type of cyberbullying that it will be. So at around 22%, the most common type of cyberbullying found were mean comments. And within these, 61% of cyberbullying from teenagers say that it was because of their appearance was why they were being cyberbullied. Students up to ages of 18 reported that 7 out of 10 have experienced some form of cyberbullying online. And then 70% of students in a range of 20,000 that were interviewed have said that there have been rumors reported about them online. So now, this is just a quote from the U.S. Department of Education. So it says the percentage of schools with principals reporting occasional cyberbullying increased from 45% in 2010 to 54% in 2016. So in just 6 years, the percentage of schools where principals were reporting occasional cyberbullying happened to increase. And it's been noticed that the more goals that schools have on cell phone use, the more increase we're going to have with cyberbullying within that school. So for the legislation piece, it has been shown that by the year of 2019, 49 states did have laws to prevent bullying, because most cyberbullying goes along with many of the formalized criminal laws that most of these states already have. But then again, these laws are also requiring schools to have policies on bullying as well. And most of them do already include cyberbullying within those again. So then, like I said, many forms of the cyberbullying or just bullying do fall under some form of either civil or criminal legislation. So then the top 10 things that you can help students understand to prevent cyberbullying are listed here. Again, a lot of these are just making sure that the students are really reporting these and they're not just standing by and letting anything happen. So the biggest thing you can help your students understand, again, is to make sure they are reporting and not staying silent. So here's just another quote from Fraser. So it is, cyberbullying is a major cause of depression and suicide among teenagers. However, your positive influence and attitude makes a difference. So the more you are positive with your students about cyberbullying and taking them seriously, the more it is going to make a difference in their lives. So some things that have been shown to help prevent cyberbullying: addressing and managing the misconceptions about digital behavior, so making sure you are really talking to your students about things that really don't pertain to the cyberbullying, but making sure they really understand what it is and how they can go about helping themselves and their other students. Building empathy and understanding with your students, so making sure you are listening to their problems, you are listening to their cases of cyberbullying if it has happened, and not just brushing it under the table. We're making sure we're always teaching our students online safety, making sure they're posting what needs to be posted and things that shouldn't be going online, and then making sure students have a strategy to help them reject cyberbullying. So they have strategies to cope with it, and they have strategies to deal with it as well. And then within your own school districts, make sure you are not increasing any sanctions against students who are doing this. It's better to be able to talk it out, give them a chance, make sure you are talking with them and understanding their reasons why. We are not to be creating zero tolerance policies. Those have been shown to not be helpful at all and actually increase the behavior. And then we're not publicly shaming any of these students. It is a problem between the student attacker and the victim, and it does not need to be spread around the schools. However, please make sure students are given a stake in their own learning of cyberbullying and a stake in their own consequences as well. Connect and interact with your students. Make sure you're talking to your students and asking them questions and getting their views of all of this as well. And then make sure you always have a positive school climate. So making sure that the students feel safe, your staff feels safe, everybody at the school is heard, and you are there to help guide your students. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that was helpful.